What's up, y'all? It's Kamikaze MMA coming back for another video. Just posted a video about Alex Perez saving UFC 303. I didn't even talk about Michael Chandler in that video because who cares? Sorry. Sorry, but who cares? Let's talk about this card. There's some good fights. There really is. I ain't even joking. One thing I'm going to say before I start this fight, because I make a reaction to the last fight that happened. Let's go, Dominic Reyes. Let's go. Cloud9 right now. There's something else I wanted to mention. Let me see real quick. There's one more thing. Oh yeah, worst stoppage in UFC history. Forgot about that. Worst stoppage in UFC history. And also, Rosas with the Chubaba or whatever he said, bro. That shit was funny as fuck. Bro. My fucking ass just sitting on the couch like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? Chihuahua. Alright. Oh, Josephine Knutson's undefeated. She's gonna win. Melkazal Costa versus Shayu Nurenbeki. Now, I've been thinking a little bit about this, right? Steve Garcia fight. That was a bad KO. But that kind of seems like what he goes for, you know? He got decision loss, but... Whew, bro, 50 fights, bro, is crazy. That's crazy. 50 fights is insane. Oh, man. This dude got KO'd by Steve Garcia, too. I'm picking the Shayilan dude. Shayilan Nurenbeki. I just have more faith. I think he's gonna get it done in the second round by KO. That's just what I'm thinking. That's what I'm feeling. So, fuck. I got a respiratory infection. Like 2.5 weeks ago. Still sick. Shit sucks. Jekka Sarig versus Weston Wilson. I picked this fight last time. I think Jekka's gonna get it done. Weston Wilson just doesn't have the facilities. So, unfortunate, but Carly Judice versus Gabriel Fernandez. Let's just go with Carly Judice. Gabriel Fernandez is not one in the UFC. Moving up, Jimmy Flick versus Nathan Maness. Now, I was picking Jamie Flick. And maybe Jamie Flick could get it done by submission. But I think he's going to get knocked down in this fight, and the question for me is, can he survive the knockdown? That's all I'm wondering is, can he survive the knockdown? And I don't think he can. So I'm switching my pick to Nathan Maness by KO. But I think Jimmy Flick can definitely get it done by submission. Dangerous fight to bet on. Moving up, Tagir Ulanbekov versus Joshua Van. Now this is going to be probably my most detailed prediction on the card. I'm a Joshua Van. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I'm not a fan of a lot of people. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm not a fan of a lot of people. I always say I'm a Joshua Van fan. I hope this dude becomes champ. More than most other people in the UFC. So, 100% totally biased prediction, but this is how I see the fight going. Tagir Ulanbekov gets a takedown in the first couple of minutes of the fight. Joshua Van pops back up with 2 minutes left, gets to swinging, hits some good body shots. Second round comes around. Tagira shoots another takedown. It's stuffed. Tagira shoots like 2 or 3 more that round. All stuffed. Joshua Van lands some more investment shots. But he might be down 2 rounds. He might be down. He's getting tagged up with a jab. He's getting tagged up with a cross. He might be down 2 rounds. Third round comes in. Joshua Van. Boom, left hook. Boom, right hook to the body. These are to the body. Boom, loads back up. Left hook to the body. Right uppercut. Out. So I'm picking Joshua Van by third round uppercut KO. Right hand uppercut KO. Specifically. Moving up. Josh Quinlan versus Adam Fuckit. I'm picking Josh Quinlan, and I don't have to explain why, but I will. Danny Barlow is amazing. Josh Quinlan put on a good performance against Danny Barlow. Trey Waters is pretty good. Josh Quinlan still put on a good performance in that fight. Now let's go to Adam Fuckit. Mike Malott, submission in round 2. And then Yasuka Kinoshita, which if I'm not mistaken, he's lost every fight in the UFC. Am I wrong? 2 losses in the UFC. Billy Goff by KO and Adam Fugitt by KO. Yeah. I think Josh Quinlan's just better. Really. That's what it boils down to. I think Josh Quinlan's the better fighter. Adam Fugitt can win. Josh Quinlan probably will. Asu Almabayev versus Jose Johnson. Now, I'm pretty sure, not 100% sure, that Jose Johnson is a huge underdog, which I think is kind of insane. Only, hold on. I think his loss in the UFC was to a twister. Yep. Yeah. So not a great thing to see, in a fighter, but I think he's a pretty big underdog. And I think going to decision with CJ Vergara means you might not be able to finish Jose Johnson. And I think if Asu Almabayev can't finish Jose Johnson, I think he's going to get caught. I really do. I think he's going to get caught. But I don't know. It seems to tell. The safe bet is Asu Almabayev by decision or Asu Almabayev by second round submission, first round submission. But I'm going crazy. I'm picking Jose Johnson by second round KO. Moving up. Brady Highstand versus Garrett Armfield. Now, I was going to pick Brady Highstand just because he was likable. Somewhat on Tough. And that's like one of the only seasons of Tough I've seen. I think it was the one with Volk and Brian Ortega. This is the second video in a row that I forgot who Brian Ortega was. You gotta knock out Toshioma Kazuma, right? Cause yep. Yeah, you gotta KO him. So not very impressive for being the only KO in his UFC career. But, this is the fight that I'm having a lot of trouble picking. I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm having a lot of trouble picking this fight. So, should I do it? Oh man, this sucks, bro. I don't want to pick this. I don't want to pick this fight. I really have no idea. I think whichever one I pick is going to be wrong, to be 100% honest. I really do. You know what? I'm going to pick Brady Hystad by second round submission. Am I confident in this pick? Least confident pick I have in this whole card. But you know what? That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with. Timothy Kumba versus Lucas Almeida. I'm picking Timothy Kumba, but it's not because Timothy Kumba's good. It's because Lucas Almeida is not good at all. Been in the UFC for 3 years, lost 3 fights. I guess 2 years, but still. Lost 3 fights in 2 years. Timothy Kumba, on the other hand, is only lost to Balaji Oki. Terrible fight to have as the feature fight on this card. Terrible fight since I know who neither of these people are. I know who Garrett Armfield and Brady Hystad is. I know who Josh Quinlan and Adam Fugit is. I definitely know who Joshua Van is. Lucas Almeida and Timothy Kumba I have not heard of before this fight. Moving up, Douglas Silva de Andrade versus Miles Johns. Picking Douglas Silva de Andrade because Miles Johns is terrible. Bantamweight is such a deep division, and then there's just a fall off. And these people are terrible. These people are terrible. Absolutely terrible. I've been to a bunch of amateur fights. I've seen so many better fighters in bantamweight at these amateur fights than some people who are in the UFC. It's wild. It's wild. Moving up to the main event. The safe pick, Tatsuro Taira, by second round submission is the safe pick. I ain't going safe. It's a 5-round fight. I think Alex Perez is fine in the chin. Don't know which round. I'ma say the second to be consistent, but I don't think it's going to happen in the second. I think it's going to happen in the fourth. So I'm going to say the fourth. I don't know why I did all that. I'm picking Alex Perez by KO. I think Alex Perez... Bro, I really don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Because I did it for Steve Erceg and it panned out terribly for me. Alex Perez is making a flyweight run. He's KOing the next 4 people he fights. Next 3 people he fights. Probably not 4, if we're being honest. Tatsuro Taira will probably win this fight, but man, let's go on the delusion train. Alex Perez winning this by KO and then winning his next fights and getting another title shot. Let's go. Such a terrible prediction, but you know. We're having fun out here, y'all. We're having fun out here. Let's pick Alex Perez by KO. He's got some momentum. Fights like a retarded ninja's hurdle. Don't know how else to say it. Tatsuro Taira's so much better than Alex Perez, it's not even funny. It's really not even funny. I'm not picking Alex Perez. What am I doing? I'm not picking Alex Perez. I'm picking Tatsuro Taira by second round submission. Alex Perez is not good. But I really just see him KOing Tatsuro Taira. I really can't get the image out of my head. I'm not betting on any of these fights besides Douglas Silva de Andrade. I'm betting on Josh Quinlan. And lastly, Joshua Van. And Jekas Sariga. Yep, that's it. I have zero faith in any of these other dudes on the card. Genuinely. Genuinely zero faith. Hold on. I think I need to say one more thing before I leave. Yeah, I think I need to say one more thing before I leave. Um, Andre Muniz versus Ikram Aliskerov was gonna be on this fight, oh no, it was the Antonio Tricoli. That's what it was. Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, calling Andre Muniz a complete can is low key crazy, but yeah, Antonio Tricoli's a complete can. No one cares about this fight. I'm glad they switched it up. Ikram Aliskerov's gonna be way better on the Whitaker Chimaev card. The Whitaker Ikram card. Early predictions. I'm picking Ikram Aliskerov by KO. I'm also picking Sergey Pavlovich by KO. So, but yeah, y'all have a good night. Peace.